Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite guide, and this time, you know what we have to do. We have to do the week 2 challenges. Now also with that, I know what some of you might be saying. I'm uploading this a day before the challenges actually go live because the challenges were actually leaked. So I thought I might as well get this out right away, so no matter what time you wake up on Tuesday, you will have this guide ready for you to follow and get done with the challenges as quickly as possible. That is why I'm here to show you guys how to get every single challenge done in the fastest way possible so that you can get your stars, your battle pass tiers, and get on with playing the game for fun. So yeah guys, this week is a little bit easy. There's a couple of tough ones, like one where you have to find a bunch of cameras around the map and also the treasure location, but I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on every single challenge and which to go after first so that you know exactly what to do. So as always guys, if you find this helpful, be sure to leave a like. It helps me out so much, encourages me to make more of these videos, and also, you know what, comment down below what tier are you at right now. We'll treat this as the comment challenge, even though it's not really a challenge in the first place, but I am curious to see what tier you guys are at so far. Me currently, I believe I'm at tier 48, but I did buy the extra battle pass stuff at the very beginning, but I'm curious to see where you guys are at. So yeah, leave a comment down below, and without further ado, let's jump into it here with the very first challenge. Or actually, you know what, let's go over all of the challenges real quick because I know some of you are going to be watching this today when the challenges aren't live, so might as well show you all of them. So real quick here, you've got search chests in Greasy Grove, consume hop rocks and deal damage with suppressed weapons to opponents. Got good tips for all of those, especially the Greasy Grove one. Got some secret chests that you guys can go after. And then after that, you have dance in front of different film cameras, which is one of the toughest ones, surprisingly. And then search between a scarecrow, pink hot rod, and a big screen, which is the secret treasure. And finally, explosive weapon eliminations and eliminate opponents in Tomato Town. So I'm going to be showing you guys tips and tricks on every single one of those so that you can get them done as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and jump into it with the very first one. So search chests in Greasy Grove. So let's show you some of the secret chests that you can go after and which ones will probably get you done with this fastest. Now first of all, also with this, I recommend dropping solo squads when going to do this. Usually because if you go into solo, that's what most people tend to search for when they're going specifically for challenges because they don't have to worry about their friends. So I definitely recommend solo duos or solo squads if you want it a little bit quieter, and that'll just help you get more chests in one run. But yeah, let's jump into the specifics of the chests themselves. But if you land at this first house that you come up on right here, the one that's sort of a gray roof, just go on top of it and then break the rooftop and you will find a chest in the attic. Now this place actually usually has 3 chests, so that's why I recommend going here, because once you get the one in the attic, you can go down to the side and grab a chest that is usually in here. It didn't spawn this time around, but you know, usually most of the time it's there. And then finish off with the doghouse outside, which usually also has a chest, but for some reason it didn't have it when I went there. Now if you don't want to go to that house, you can also try going straight to Greasy Grove. There's a pretty secret chest that not a ton of people know about right up here on the roof. If you land in this corner, break it down, you can get this chest right here. Very easy one. So be sure to grab that, and then you can also check the basement of the burger joint right away, and there's sometimes a chest down there. For some reason it wasn't there this time, but it'll be in that corner. Now after that, I also recommend going to the middle building if nobody's really going here. Usually a ton of people do drop here because there are 3 chests inside of this building. The first of which, if you break through the corner where all of these cardboard boxes are, sometimes 2 chests can spawn here, but at the very least there's usually 1 chest. So if you get lucky, you'll get 2 chests right off the bat right next to each other. Super simple. After that, simply run to the right and you can break through this wall right next to the stairs, and there's also usually a chest in this secret area over here. After that, there's one other chest that I could recommend going after, and that is the one under the gazebo. Now it didn't spawn here when I'm showing it off, but usually it's right here. This one I recommend because it's pretty easy to just get it right away and then run to a house next to it and then, you know, like build up to the attic and try going through there. So yeah, those are the chests I recommend, but definitely check all of the houses when you're in here. Now moving on to the next one here, consume hop rocks. This one is super easy. You can get this one done in just one simple try, and the way that I recommend doing this is actually 2 ways. If you're starting out a match, just go to Dusty Divot, land on the outside, probably in solo squads because most people, again, aren't usually going for challenges in solo squads, but land at the outside skirts of Dusty Divot inside of it and just start grabbing the hop rocks. You don't even have to use them up. You can just grab one, go straight to the next, grab it, go straight to the next one, keep grabbing it until you get 7. Really easy challenge, and you can get it done in one go. Now I do recommend once you complete this challenge in Dusty Divot, do not leave the match. Do not click start and go down to leave match because that'll mean that your challenge will not count. To make sure your challenges count, you have to either die in the game or win the game. So for this one, just probably run straight into the center of Dusty Divot and have somebody shoot you down if you're in a rush to farm these, because then you can just drop again and get the next challenge on the list. Now along with this, there's also a ton of other other meteor locations to go after. So actually, if you want to maybe just try and knock out 2 challenges in one, if you complete a challenge like Greasy Grove, you can usually find another crater around the map and pick up a bunch of pop rocks from there. Or not pop rocks, hop rocks. So you know, if you usually drop somewhere near those, you might as well just check them out and you can probably get this challenge done when you're going for some other ones. But moving on to the next one here, the film cameras. This was the tough one and took me quite a while to actually film myself, but I do have a recommendation of where to drop first to get 4 of them at once and then 3 of them for the next one, so you'll have it all done. I believe there's actually 10 film camera locations, but these ones are all super close together, so I think it's the best way of doing it. So first of all, if you want to get 4 back to back to back, definitely jump towards Moisty Mire. As you can see on the screen, here I am going towards Moisty Mire, this brand new location in the Shrek swamp. But if you go here, there's actually 2 film cameras right next to each other. You can find one right in front of this tree or like camping type scene. Start dancing in front of that, and then you can move towards the other end of the area and find this attack helicopter stuck on top of this hill. If you dance in front of the camera right there in front of that one, you will get 2 of the cameras done right away in no time at all. Now after that, you can run off towards the prison, maybe loot the prison, and then make your way towards the bridge right next to the prison. If you go towards the bridge and build your way across to the other side, there's another film camera right there. Not even that far, and if the circle is on your side, you'll usually be running into the circle, so this definitely helps, and it's another easy one right on your route. Now after that, if the circle is favoring you, you can make your way towards the Gus racetrack, as people like to call it. Go towards the starting part of the track right next to the stands, and there's another camera right in front of theirs. Now after that, either finish the game or, you know, build a staircase and then jump off of it, because there's no more close to here. And quick reminder guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so that when a new one of these guides comes out just before the new challenges go up each week, you guys can know exactly how to get them done the fastest. But yeah, to get your final 3, I recommend going towards this area of the map right here. Now I didn't record myself actually dropping here, so you're kind of gonna have to fill in the dots. So drop towards this random location. Nobody's going to be dropping here unless they're going for the challenge. So once you have that one, you want to make your way towards the soccer stadium that's next to Tilted. So just run over there. Shouldn't take too long. Now once you're at the soccer field, simply go inside and there's a camera on the sidelines. Now after that, you can finish it off by going over to Shifty Shafts and finding the house just outside of Shifty Shafts. There's a secret camera in here that's also a secret like green screen area, but if you go into the house right here and go into the basement, there's a final camera for you to get. So dance in front of that one and you should have it fully completed. Now along with that, there are a couple of other cameras you can get. There's one near Haunted Hills right inside of the big church type thing, and then there's another one over in this brand new building up towards Junk Junction. Along with that, there's also a 10th one inside of Risky Reels. Inside of the projector house, there's a green screen area with the 10th camera right there in front of it. So there you go guys, those are all of the camera locations for that one. So let's move on to the next challenge. So moving on here, let's finish off the one with deal damage with suppressed weapons to opponents. This is just a quick one. I basically have like 1 or 2 tips for you for this one, but basically constantly carry a suppressed weapon. This does specifically say suppressed. Some people think it's only SMGs, but that does also mean the suppressed pistol. So if you find a suppressed pistol, definitely take it over the SMG, because the suppressed pistol can actually be quite good in certain fights. Like sometimes you can even use it over an AR. So if you want to get this challenge done, you know, pull it out instead of your AR, maybe switch it up a bit, give yourself a little bit of a challenge, and you should be able to do significant damage. And also if you knock somebody, you can eliminate them with the suppressed pistol and get double the damage. You can do up to 200 damage on one guy if you knock them with a pistol and then eliminate them with the pistol as well. So yeah, that one's pretty easy and self-explanatory. So before we get into the treasure map location, let's do another quick one here with explosive weapon eliminations. This one's super simple, and I would recommend going for all of the other challenges first, because usually if you're trying to complete games as well as getting these challenges, most of the time you'll usually pick up either a grenade launcher or an RPG, and you'll end up getting these explosive eliminations pretty easily. Now for this one, unlike how with the other ones I recommend doing solo squads or solo duos, I would recommend just doing solos to get the explosive weapon eliminations, because you don't have to knock anybody. But if you're having a tough time, you can also squad up with your friends, and when you knock somebody, you can run up to them and, you know, stick them with a clinger once they're crawling around on the ground, and that elimination will count towards your explosive weapon eliminations challenge. However, there is one catch with this. It it does have to be somebody that you knocked in order to get the elimination, so just make sure it's not your teammate who knocked them before you eliminate them with an explosive weapon. But next up on the list, we have one of the tough ones that you always need like a guide or something to find, and this week's is actually even tougher to find. So yeah, but I've got you covered, guys. This is the secret treasure location. So again, quick reminder of what this challenge basically is. It says search between a scarecrow, pink hot rod, and a big screen. So this has already been figured out pretty easily because the ladder of that, the big screen, kind of gives it away and really lets you know where this treasure can be found. So where can this treasure be found? It can be found right near Rusty Reels. So if you don't know where Rusty Reels is, it's one of the new locations up towards the top right. I'm sure a ton of you know it, but if you go up there, you've got the big screen right here. And then if you're curious about where some of the other things are, there is a scarecrow up over here next to this chest, and then you've got the pink hot rod over here behind the risky reels, a little bit away from the big screen. So if you put all of those together and go towards where they intersect, I believe the treasure will be right on top of this little mound right here. There's a slight chance that it couldn't be here and maybe be like to the left or to the right, but for sure it's around this area, and it really, I'm putting my bets on it being right here because in the past, the stars have always been on like little mounds like this, if you know what I mean. If you were here for season 3, you definitely know what I mean, but yeah, it's most likely going to be here. If it's not, I'll leave a comment down below in the pinned comment to update you guys, but for sure check here because it's most likely going to be right there. But anyways, guys, moving on to the final challenge, eliminate opponents in Tomato Town. This one is pretty easy, but I do recommend a couple of things for this one. Usually when people did this challenge last season, this is actually a repeat, a lot of times they just jumped right towards the big like pizza place, but that is not the best way to do it. Definitely land at this house just outside of Tomato Town. You can also even land inside the tunnel. There's some good loot in there, but if you land at this house right here, you can get the chest in the ceiling, the one on the side of the house, and usually it has good floor loot inside of it. And then once you're stacked up, just run into Tomato Town and finish off everybody else that'll already be in battles, and you can get this challenge done super easy. That's how I did it last time. It wasn't even a challenge. For some reason it says hard, but I mean, I got it done in like 1 or 2 tries. So yeah, definitely land at that house and then just run straight into Tomato. And also I do recommend doing solo for this because it's easier to get eliminations and you don't have to worry about your teammates stealing your kills. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more weekly challenge guides coming up in the near future, as well as check out some of my previous videos, such as on the left, the week 1 challenges guide if you still need help with that, or on the right, going through 6 secrets that have to do with the brand new update. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one.